Hi guys, this is the gearbox from my fast lane Jeep Cherokee. As you can see, this gear has cracked or split right the way across. I could try 3D printing a replacement, but when I was showing you this in the previous video, I did say we could just try wrapping some wire around it. Around the hub here on both sides, put some 2-part epoxy on it, epoxy resin, to actually hold it together, because although this is a gear, it's not used in this gearbox. This is the high-speed gear, that's the low-speed gear, that's the one that's in use, and that's the one that isn't used. But it is used for the hub to link that side to that side. So I think I should be able to wrap some wire around that, put some 2-part epoxy on it, leave it to dry, and it will probably work. And while we're at it, this one is split, so we'll do the same to this one to try and preempt its failure. Wire, this is a little burnt out 1.5 volt motor. I don't know if you can see in there, there's a silvery coloured wire in there where it's overheated. Now, I could rewind that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use that as the source of wire to wind around the hub there. So I'll get on and do that, put a bit of 2-part epoxy on it, and then we'll go out for lunch and see if it's dry when we come home. Well, quick update. Not working quite as well as I'd hoped, simply because I just cannot unwrap the wire from there in a suitable length. Where it's been wound over itself, it just snaps. So I got lots of little bits, but I'm not getting a nice long length that I can wrap around there consistently. So I'm going to have to look for another source of wire, or just use cotton. We've been out for our midday coffee, and while I was out, I took the opportunity to buy this from a craft shop, beading wire, 28 gauge. So I'm going to use that instead of the wire that I was stripping out of this thing. So we'll have a go with this instead. I'll update you in a few minutes. That's the first layer. I'll probably give it a second layer. What I've done there is a layer of the wire and then covered that or soaked it with super glue and then sprayed it with kicker to actually seal the super glue. I had intended to use 2-part epoxy, but if the super glue holds it together well enough, that'll probably do. I don't know, I'm in two minds. I might still put a layer of epoxy over it, and I'll trim the knots off, or the twists. And I still think I might give it a second layer. And we'll do the other one, because although it hasn't split yet, it's clearly cracked. So I've done both of them. Gave them a flat layer initially, and then I just put loads more on top. So there's probably 3 or 4 layers there. Held in place with super glue, and as I call it, a kicker, stuff that actually makes it go off and set. And as I say, that gear is only driving that gear there. And if we took the spacer out, that would slide across to that side, and that gear would drive that one, which would make it faster, but I don't want it faster. I'm quite happy with it the way it is. So we'll put it back together and see if it works. All back together. I don't know how strong that will be, but we have at least got it working again. If those windings, wrappings, whatever we want to call them, if they break, then we'll have to do a proper fix. But at the moment, that's probably cost me about £2 or £3. The beading wire was £1.80, and the super glue was £1 for 2 of these little containers. So I suppose that makes that half of, that'd be 50p. So £2.30 I've spent. Well, I didn't intend to do that, but we managed. Yeah, it has no grip on smooth surface like this. That'll do. It appears to be working. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.